Hi there, I'm Iain Duff, I'm the Campervan editor at outnaboutlive.co.uk, and today I'm out and about with this, the brand new Malibu Relax. So as you can tell, it's not really Malibu weather here in Nottinghamshire, so let's go inside and warm up. That's much better, I can feel my hands now. So, Malibu has been in the business of premium campervans for well over a decade, but this year it's launched a new campervan range called Relax, which is designed to be more of an entry-level product without compromising too much on features and spec. And for those of us who get easily confused, thankfully they've decided to keep it nice and simple, with one model based on the 6.36 metre long Fiat Ducato with twin single beds at the back. However, it is available in 3 trim levels: Active, Ambition, which is this one, and Exclusive. They all have a 140 horsepower engine as standard, with options to upgrade to 180 horsepower and an automatic gearbox, which we have here. The price for this range starts at a pretty impressive $52,000, but you'll not be surprised to learn that there are numerous options that mean you're more likely to end up spending upwards of around 70 grand. In fact, this test model we're in now comes in at £74,533 on the road. Even in its standard form, it's more than £17,000 above that £52,000 starting price. So what exactly do you get for all that extra money? Well, as mentioned previously, it's equipped with an automatic gearbox, and it comes in iron grey metallic paintwork, which is pretty smart looking, as is the Malibu logo emblazoned on the front grille. Then there's a host of driver assistance features such as adaptive cruise control, keyless starting, electronic stability control, hill start assistance, cab aircon, and the list goes on. The cab has Fiat's multimedia system with a 10-inch screen including sat-nav and DAB+ radio. You also get a leather multifunctional steering wheel, front fog lights with cornering lights, colour matched bumpers and 16-inch alloy wheels. Now, while the Relax is a 2-berth as standard, a pop-top roof is available as an optional extra to make this into a proper family campervan. The first thing that strikes me inside the van is that there's a really open feel about it, and that is largely because of the position of the kitchen further back into the van. The kitchen unit barely intrudes into the sliding door aperture, and that means the entrance itself feels huge, and the lounge is spacious too. The passageway between the kitchen and the washroom is also a lot more roomy than usual for this layout, which is much appreciated by those of us in the bigger boned category. With no tall furniture on the offside and clear views through the van, it doesn't have the claustrophobic feel that some examples of this layout can have. All this combines to make the Relax feel open and bright, assisted by the Aurelia interior, pale modern walnut furniture and grey surfaces and fabrics. And the skylight fitted over the lounge brings more daylight into the inside. The fly screen means you can leave the side door open to let in even more light and fresh air without allowing insects to get on board. The light woods and grey surfaces and fabrics give the interior a very classy feel. So regarding the lounge layout, there's nothing especially out of the ordinary about it. The dining area is formed by the 2 travel seats and the swivel cab seats on either side of a removable dining table. Now, the travel seats in 2-tone grey are perfectly comfortable, but if you do like to spend a lot of time inside your van and want somewhere that you can put your feet up and unwind of an evening, then this might not be the ideal layout for you. Always consider how you expect to use your campervan when you come to choosing a layout. It's perfect for 2, and this is a 2-berth camper, but the table has a swivel out extension to make it more comfortable to seat 4 should you have gone for that pop-top option or simply have guests round for dinner. If you do, you might feel your culinary skills are somewhat restricted though. The stove has 2 gas burners, but there's no oven or microwave. The kitchen does have a 70-litre compressor fridge with a good sized freezer compartment. It's mounted at the end of the kitchen unit facing the cab, and it opens from both sides, handy for accessing cold drinks while you're sitting outside in the summer. The kitchen is lacking a little bit on the worktop front, although there is a 2-piece cover for the stainless steel sink, which does provide an additional work surface. For storage, there are 3 large drawers under the sink and overhead lockers as well. Further back into the van, there are more drawers which Malibu describe as extended kitchen storage. They're basically in the bedroom, so you could of course use them for anything you fancy. There's more storage in the lounge with handleless overhead lockers running all the way into the cab, and that feeling of space that I mentioned earlier is enhanced by the lack of a large shelf up above the cab area. Down below there's a capacious floor storage area, and handily there's no need to move the table to get access to it. Now, according to Malibu, there's a total of 18 spotlights dotted around the van, as well as the ambient LED lighting strips. I've not counted them all, but I'm happy to give them the benefit of the doubt on this one. Certainly feels like there's ample lighting. Opposite the kitchen is the washroom, which is accessed through a sliding tambour door. Like most campervan loos, there's not an awful lot of space in here, but the Relax does a good job of making the most of what room there is. The shower head's on a chrome riser above the swivelling toilet, and the shower tray has twin drains for more efficient emptying. In the corner recess is a small wash basin, and there's a mirror, locker and mini shelves for all your essentials. And when showering, this area is protected by a curtain. There are LED spotlights in the roof, a window fitted with a blind and fly screen, and ventilation from a mini Hecky skylight. Just before we go and have a look at the sleeping area, just a quick reminder, make sure you subscribe to the channel and you won't miss any of our future videos. So at the back there are twin single beds with a step leading up into the sleeping area, which is much more preferable than the narrow ladder that you get in some vans. In the bedroom there's an opening window on the driver's side with a mesh screen and blinds, and that comes as standard. Personally, I feel it could do with a window on the other side as well, and that can be ordered as an option. The Combi 4 boiler is located under the seats in the lounge, and that frees up more storage in the sleeping area. And there's a decent sized low level wardrobe in here as well, down here, along with overhead lockers and a small shelf running along both sides. So really there is plenty of storage of all sorts throughout the van, and that's one of its key features. The near side bed is 1.83 metres long and 0.76 metres wide, with the offside single coming in at a more generous 1.92 metres in length. This review model came with the World of Sleep pack, which is an optional bedding and soft furnishing set costing £355. It includes comfy pillows, a soft throw with embroidered logo, and a set of fitted sheets for the mattresses in the bedroom. It's all designed to complement the overall colour scheme, unlike my own garish bedding. Of course, the big appeal of this layout is the storage it gives you when you're on the road. The rear doors provide access to a generous underbed garage, featuring eyelets for keeping any items stored in the garage lashed down. There's loads of space for whatever equipment you need on your travels, and because the beds fold up, you can easily fit taller items in here too. Also, here's an open fronted storage cabinet and a locker for two 11kg gas cylinders. Now, if you're old like me, you'll probably remember Frankie Goes to Hollywood, and I'm certain you'll recall their message, relax, don't do it. Well, that's definitely not the advice I'm going to give here. The Malibu Relax is a camper van with premium looks for a less than premium price. It doesn't skimp on spec, and it has a modern interior style with a spacious open plan feel. It's not as cheap as it seems at first glance. You'll definitely want to spend more than the basic, but it still offers decent value for money for a couple. So I hope that was useful for you. If so, please hit the like button, and you can leave a comment down below as well. Tell us what you think about the van. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you see all our future videos as well, and you can visit www.outandaboutlive.co.uk for all the latest campervan news and reviews. So until next time, happy campervanning.